Okay, thank you, Rachel. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed writing your weird and wonderful story. For my story, I picked an old pair of shoes that were under my bed and they came to life. And when I put them on, they took me for a wacky adventure all over town and made me do some really exciting things. So, every great story needs a great book cover, and that's what I want you to do today for your second task. I want you to design a brilliant book cover for your story. So what does every book cover need? Well, first we need an exciting title. Now on Jo's book here, she's made the title across the whole cover, made it really bold and really stand out. And for this book it's I Swapped My Brother on the Internet. What an interesting title that really draws the reader in. I think that makes me want to read this book. You also need an eye-catching picture. Now on this book there's lots of smaller pictures, but on another one of Jo's books, The Dodo Made Me Do It, she's used a big picture that stands out and again makes the cover look really exciting. You're also going to have to add the author's name, which is usually across the bottom. Now for this story, the author is you, so you can put your name on it. And if you don't want to put your real name, you can put a made-up name. That's absolutely fine. So for the title, guys, we want something really exciting. We want something that stands out. We want something that when people read it, they go, oh my gosh, I really want to read that book. So two of Jo's, I Swapped My Brother on the Internet. Maybe you want to swap your brother or sister on the internet and find out how to do it. I think that's quite intriguing, very interesting. Another one, The Dodo Made Me Do It. It doesn't explain a lot, but it makes me want to know what the dodo made her do. For my book about my shoes that came to life, I've taken a bit of help from one of Jo's books. I wasn't brilliant at coming up with a title, so instead of The Dodo Made Me Do It, I pinched that idea and put My Shoes Made Me Do It, because my shoes are what took me on my adventure. If you've used somebody else's idea or borrowed a couple of ideas, that's absolutely fine. If you've come up with the idea all on your own, that's absolutely brilliant as well. So before you put your final title on your book cover, guys, brainstorm a few ideas, come up with a couple of things, mix them up, play around with them, and come up with the most exciting title you can. Okay, every book also needs something on the back. Now, one of the most important things for your book cover is going to be your blurb. Now, your blurb is an overview of what happens in the book. It should be short but exciting, and again, it needs to make the reader want to read your book. So, for The Dodo Made Me Do It, summer holidays, boring, and Danny's dreading another one at his grand's. He's desperate for action, fun and adventure, and this year, amazingly and unbelievably, he gets it all when he finds a dodo on a tiny island. A what? Yes. This is going to be the wildest summer holiday ever. It might even be more than he can handle. Are you in? So, again, if you pick up the book and you're going to buy it, you look at the cover, you look at the back and you read the blurb, and it's the blurb that makes people want to buy your book. So, if you've added a blurb, well, once you've added your blurb, that's absolutely brilliant. You can also add a barcode and you could put the price on to make your book cover look really authentic, guys. Use bright colours, use different writing if you want to. It doesn't have to be your neatest handwriting. It could be all capital letters. It could be crazy swirly writing. It's totally up to you. Now, you don't need a lot to do this task. All you need is one piece of paper. And you can fold your piece of paper in half, and there you have your book cover. On the front, you're going to need your title, your pictures, and your author's name. And on the back, you're going to need your blurb. And if you want to add a barcode and a price, that will be absolutely brilliant, guys. Okay, have fun with it. Take your time, don't rush, and come up with some really interesting ideas. And we'll see you on the next task.